Avast, ahoy, and g'day once again to ye, my lords, my ladies, and everybody else not sitting on a cushion. I be your scantily clad and only slightly naughty DM, Josh the Pirate, and it brings me pride, pleasure, nay, honour to welcome you back to Corsair's Cove and my Humblewood world for more of Songs and Scales. Above me, I have me hearty crew. He once won a turtle-tossing competition against 3 Belgian investment brokers and an Italian fisherman. It's the Big Viking Mitch!
Different kind of type of tossing, right? Sorry, throwing.
Turtle tossing.
Ah, of course.
I met her on the streets of Barcelona where she was posing as an itinerant fire breather and trouser saleswoman. It's Jess the Queen Bitch!
Yeah, sounds like me.
In parts of the Sudan, the mere mention of her name will result in gifts of live poultry and chanting of the lyrics to Inda Club. It's Karen, the mother of bunnies!
Yeah, sounds like Karen.
And despite warnings from the CDC, the WHO, and Gordon Ramsay, I hear he pairs really well with a Californian rosé. It's Zach the Renegade Chicken.
He does.
Oh yeah, these get more and more positive. This is great.
This was a particularly fine and excellent batch of introductions.
I enjoy this is going to be the new style for this one. I really liked last week where I basically just made up bullshit about you guys and thought it was fun, so I'm going to continue doing so. So let's talk about these lovely folks, shall we, guys? How are we all? Tony, Watchful Wizard, Sherlock, lovely to see all of you folks, you lovely bloody champions. Mitch, who the absolute heck are you?
How you doing, everybody? I am Mitch, also known as Big Viking Mitch. You can find me on pretty much the only social media that I use is the Twitter, where the link has just popped up in the chat, and the only place that I now stream is here, playing D&D with these amazing people, and this evening I'm going to be playing a very sad Hank.
He's a sad lion. Very well, Jess.
Brother.
I'm Jess. I can also only be found here playing Mr. Milo, my little baby boy, who is slowly learning that there's nothing he can actually do to cheer Hank up, and maybe he shouldn't be trying with bugs. Maybe he should just be there for his friend. Yeah, keen to play my little hedgehoggy boy.
Oh yeah. Karen.
Hello, I am Karen, sometimes known as the mother of bunnies. I've barely slept for 3 days and my brain is slowly sliding down the back of my neck, but I'm sure no one will be able to tell. I'm a performer, a writer, an internet addict, which is what I've been doing at 3 in the morning when I can't fucking sleep. Hit me up for my favourite horrifying internet facts. Tonight, I will be playing the decidedly unhorrifying Kiki Swiftclaw, the firework flinging, ass kicking monk.
Hell yeah. Zach.
Yes, hi, I'm Zach. I did 80 kilometers an hour on a treadmill this week. Which is how I'm
treadmill on the freeway.
And
yes,
it
which
didn't
is
go
how
as
I'm
well.
choosing. Which I was going to say is how I'm choosing for the bit to phrase the fact that I rode off my car hitting a treadmill on the freeway at
On
80
a
kilometers.
hot pink treadmill, no.
I was going to say, you need to mention.
Yeah,
that is
needs to
true,
be
but
mentioned.
you should see the other guy.
You should see the other treadmill.
That treadmill is never gonna fuck with you again.
Darling, I've never.
Around
Yes.
No one's
I
ever
have
going to walk on him again.
I've never seen someone hit the gym quite as hard as you do.
It's true.
Excellent. And mateys, I'm Josh the Pirate. You can find me here on my channel called Says Cove, where I run D&D and other RPG-related games with my lovely wife, Karen, the mother of bunnies, and all my splendid friends. But you probably knew that already. And if you want to hear more of my majestic voice, but you could think I could stand to turn the face down a bit, you can check me out at the podcast There Be Dragons, where I play the infamous and deadly pirate Scanfelspar und his little dragon, Rosh. I do this only because Mitch would otherwise. We've got to go back to the very, very beginning. Here is where you find me, folks. I need to remind our audience that time is racing toward us until the Huns arrive. But if you heed my every order, you must like, follow, and subscribe to all the things, you bloody champions. We have all the exclamation mark socials. We have a Discord where you can come and hang out with us there, get updates on what's going on, and generally hang out in the Discord. If I see a fun thing, I'll post it, and you can choose whether or not to purchase it. There is currently a link up in our Discord for a Humble Bundle for a bunch of really good RPGs. Strong recommend. It also helps charity. Lovely. And we have a YouTube. If you want to check out any of the things you may have missed, any of the episodes of Humblewood, there have been over 200. I think it's over 215 now. And in this setting that we've been playing along, and this is the this is about the 5th episode, actually, of this particular adventure. I think it's actually the 6th. Of this adventure. So you need to go back and find out what happened to these guys before, how they all hung out with met with Hank and all of that. That'll get you there. This is Mitch's 52nd episode in the world as well. We passed the big 50 and I hadn't noticed. Yeah. 52. Which puts
that myself.
That's pretty cool. So, what else do we need to talk about? Karen, could you remind us quickly about the Ukraine?
I can. The world is full of horrors, and some of them are happening in Ukraine. But if you would like to help in some small way, you can follow the link in chat and donate to the Red Cross's Ukraine Crisis Appeal, which is offering ongoing support to the ordinary people affected by the war in Ukraine. We really wish it was over. It feels like it's been dragging on a long time. Like your worst situationship. Can we just fucking... Can you just...
All your best.
Can you just get your shit and get out of my apartment? That's what we want. But yeah, if you are in a position to donate, please feel free to follow the link and do so.
Hell yeah. We also have a couple of lovely groups of beans that we are currently working with to bring you extra TTRPG joy in the world. The first is Troll Lord Games. Troll Lord Games are a US-based TTRPG supplier. They were the last publishing house for the great Gary Gygax, and some of whose work I have behind me because he also wrote the original D&D books. So you can check out their fantastic work like Castles and Crusades on their website, trolllord.com. And today we will be giving away 2 discount codes for $10 off their online store as part of our incredible prize bundle for the giveaway, which I will start right about meow. Create and start. There we are. So type
brother.
Exclamation mark ticket in chat. Oh, damn it. That would have been a much better title for this one. Damn it.
Quick, change it.
Lost Soul Brother.
You can change it.
Right about now. We can. Don't worry. He's gonna still be lost by the end of this one. I'd be very surprised if you get him back by the end. So, type exclamation mark ticket to go into the draw to win. Because the other thing that we're giving away today, thanks to the fantabulous blokes at Every Trick Books, who are the authors of this fantastic adventure, what we are playing today, Breakout from Bloodmoon Bay, the marvelous Glenn Watkins has given us a bunch of stuff to give away. Today, we are doing Vendors of the Veil and You Begin in a Tavern. These are 2 PDF supplements, both valued at $10 dues, that you can acquire from the Every Trick Books web store. But if you want to try and win it, you can by typing exclamation mark ticket. And each one will do 2 separate ones, and they will come with a Troll Lord voucher each. So $40 worth of giveaways today. Pretty freaking neat. And for next week, guys, we will do a double giveaway again. But what we will do, so Glenn has, because he's a champion, given me another thing to give away as well. So we'll give away the adventure, Breakout from Bloodmoon Bay. Will be the final giveaway for next week. But Glenn's also given me a $30 gift voucher for his online store as well, which will get you 3 supplements.
All right.
So that will be another giveaway. And I've got some... I may have bought that bundle from Humble Bundle a couple of times, so I've got some Steam keys for some of the games on it. So we'll tag a couple of them up and pair them up with a couple of the giveaways as well. But that's next week. This week, we're doing this. Doing TLG, and we're doing Every Trick Books. So, exclamation mark ticket to go into the draw. Currently, Quad is winning. Players are welcome to enter if they wish. So, guys, what the absolute heck happened last time? Lehman Industries. Hello, how is it going? It is going excellently, Lehman Industries. Thank you for joining us. How are you? Hope it is going well in your world space, wherever you are, whenever you are. We are, of course, as Cove, we're doing some Humblewood, and Karen is about to tell us what happened last time so you can catch right the fuck up. Go, Karen!
Last week found us fighting a a rather irritating golem formed from armor, some of which still had deceased limbs in it. Not great. My first note on the session for last week was "kill it" from Kinsley, which is indeed what the rooster did shout as we took turns
The pitch
wailing
was
on it.
higher.
Yeah, it was.
There was a disembodied arm that Milo kind of squared off with. It got pretty wild, but we did defeat it. Important to note that. Hank found a void demiplane behind the painting that wasn't actually a painting. It was some weird magical mumbo jumbo, but very sensibly was like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave that alone. I'm not gonna touch that. Showing a lot more restraint than many RPG characters. We also
It's
found
like he's played the game before.
I suddenly just remembered when I was playing V, and we found like the purple magical powder, and my character immediately rubs it on her gums. Good times. We discovered a jewelry room. The door was locked. So Hank and Larry did their like fun portally stuff to get inside, and then decided to break the door down from the inside. aka like a la The Shining. Very exciting stuff. And then some pink tentacles kind of oozed down from the ceiling and tried to pick his pocket. And Kiki yelled a series of things that were meant to be words, but weren't, but did manage to indicate a warning. But Milo more helpfully shot the pink tentacle. Because apparently Milo is better in that particular crisis than Kiki. And Hank
Not
looks
many
up to
others.
Hank looked up and there's like a giant pink tentacle jellyfish on the ceiling, and he hits it with his maul and it got stuck, and Hank's trying to like yank the maul out of the jelly and instead pulls the entire jelly off the ceiling.
That was Larry.
That was Larry? One of them. I
Yeah.
forget.
No, it was Hank, and then I switched out with Larry.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I got it to the ground, and then I switched out. Yeah.
So you're both right.
No, Karen was right. I was right.
Yeah, and then Larry was like, oh my god, there's another one over there! And we discovered that the jelly can absorb the magical ability of objects, so it was like sucking all the magic out of the mace, which was really rude. And then even ruder, the jelly wrapped around Larry and he disappears. Which
Larry being Hank's twin.
Shadow twin. Devastating Hank. Kind of, Kingsley decided this was the moment to use Shatter to blast the door off its fucking hinges, which blew up one of the jellies, and then Hank like let out like a primal animalistic cry of grief, and then just ripped the other one apart with his bare hands, which fair, valid response. And then he smashed up the room to help it work through those feelings, also fair. And then he had a cry, even more fair, and Milo tried to comfort him, which was sweet. And Kiki like goes and pokes the jelly to try and work out what the just happened, and it sticks to her staff and starts draining the magic, but Kiki's like, ah, and wipes it off.
I think it was most of it, to be honest.
Yeah,
We loot the whole room.
Kingsley's trying to comfort Hank as well and tells him that he has to like forge on for Larry, and that we need to kind of get out of the room. And Kiki's like, well, just in case I have to pay a wizard a fuck ton of money to resurrect Larry in the near future, I am going to steal all the jewelry in this room. Which she does. If my notes are correct, Kiki and Milo find 18 pieces of jewelry, 6 formerly magical weapons, and 1 beaked helm, suitable for a bird folk. And Kiki was careful to tell Hank that she was collecting the money to pay for the resurrection of Larry, if possible, so it doesn't look like she's a jerk that just wants jewelry. in this kind of difficult moment. We kind of bunker down for the night. I'm just skimming. We have some weird dreams. And Kiki wakes up and is like, I think that ring is talking to me. And in a strange twist, Kiki was not going mad. The ring was talking to her. Yep. The ring is the current residence of what remains of Marcus the Corvum, who was a traitor to the old empire. He was the Guy Fawkes of the old empire. He sounds fun, actually. But he was caught like Guy Fawkes, so he's been trapped in the ring for 1,000 years, constantly sentient and unable to do anything. So he's pretty keen to die, or at least cease to, like, exist. He was actually pretty down with being shoved into the pink ooze, because the magic being sucked out of the ring actually meant that he, like, wasn't sentient for a bit, which was a nice break for him after, you know, a millennia of mental torture. But this also gives us some hope that Larry may return to us once sufficient time has passed for the magic to restore itself. And it was a new day, it was a new dawn, and it was now time to explore the kind of last bits of the area that we had not yet explored, and hopefully find a better way out than following Gordon the Giant into the Underdark, which remains like an option, but it doesn't sound like the best thing for us to be doing. But, you know, all options are on the table, and we are rested, rejuvenated, and ready to partay.
Hell yeah.
And by party, I mean loot more rooms. Also, shout out Mitch. I enjoyed Guy Squawks in chat very
I gave
much.
Mitch an inspiration for that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yay!
I'm also going to change the lore slightly. He is a Seta, not a Corvum. Seta being the parrot folk of the western.
So
That's
my
a little
hype
bit more
squawky
Gilbert.
emote is
That's
perfect.
a little bit more Gilbert Gottfried, isn't it?
Yeah. That is part of the reason. Also, Guy Squawks. Yes. Gotta be done. Thank you very much, Karen. Excellent work. Yes. I also need to say, Lehman Industries, thank you very much for the follow, you bloody champion. Avast, matey, you wee scallywags. Lehman Industries, if you have any desire for any wonderful TTRPG goodness coming your way, please type !ticket to draw in the chat to go into the draw to win. We have a couple of giveaways going on this evening. I think that's about it. Well, mateys, may hungry jellyfish not eat your siblings, and all the magic items you acquire not contain the mind and soul of suicidal revolutionaries, as we head tremulously at first, and then with mounting heat and passion, into the Everden. So, we return to the lower levels of the tower at Bloodmoon Bay. The gang have just had a good night's rest, and now must face the ballroom. Which I say like it's scary, and it's not really.
Oh, is there a golem made of balls in there?
There is now, thanks,
Fuck!
man.
Didn't
Great.
specify what type of balls, I'd just like to say.
Worse.
Soccer.
Juggling.
So, juggling.
Ready.
Alrighty. I'm gonna just assume that you guys were about to go in.
I believe we were.
Yep. You told Gordrum that you'd be back in just a minute, but you just wanted to, just in case, have all your marbles and your magic about you when you go into the ballroom. And he's like, "Yep, no worries, I'm fine." Well, he didn't actually. He's much higher pitch. No, that's okay, guys. You take your time. I'm not going anywhere, sadly. So, large white marble columns hold the ceiling up in this grand ballroom. Golden candelabra glimmer gently in the ceilings, and a waltz can even faintly be heard, though the source is not evident. Where are we? On the opposite side of the room, and that's a fair distance away. I presume you are looking through a keyhole or anything.
I think so, given what's happened when we've...
Correct.
Yep.
That's the general approach.
All other
Keyhole and listening. Yeah.
Yep. Keyhole and listening reveals that. You can faintly hear sort of a gentle fancy music.
Oh. I
Sounds
mean,
Interesting.
posh.
I can hear some music, so it's gonna have to probably be something magical.
Could I do a perception check, please?
Sure.
To see what I perceive about this here ballroom through the door.
Me too.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Do it.
Why you no roll dice? Roll dice! I command it.
I think
Oh,
the
there we
check
go.
I want to make will make
don't
more
worry
sense when
about
I'm
it.
in the room.
Well, that'll be a whole 10 perception check.
I'm not even seeing Kiki's come up, but Milo got a 5, so no. Yeah, you can see what I described, but nothing further really. You do not see any people, though there is an underlying sort of hubbub, like the very quiet talking of a crowd. The fancy.
Should we open the door and announce our presence before stepping through, or
You
sneak
could
in?
knock. Wait, that's
What
not.
are we
That's
thinking?
a different character. Oh, we could knock.
Kiki, like, gets her staff and just kind of bangs it a few times on the door. Just like, guess we could. Dun, dun, dun.
It's only polite.
Nothing happens as far as you can tell.
Okay.
Alright, I'll step in front of the others and I'll push the door, or pull the door, as it were, whichever direction they swing.
I reckon it's more dramatic to go in.
Yeah, plus, like, the hallway's probably narrow, the doors are big.
Yeah. Yeah, you slam open the doors. The room remains as you saw it. It is a little dim. It's not particularly well lit. Though, for an Ellyran, it is quite pleasant. They have good dark vision. They're very comfortable in dimly lit places. I think it is the Ellyran custom to not particularly illuminate places very well. They do it for their comfort, regardless of the comfort of their guests. Crispin says hello. He's off to get birthday pizza. Fair. Happy birthday to the youngest.
Nice.
Birthday.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but it just looks like a room to me.
There is a door on the far side that you can see. It's about 80 feet away, and it wasn't visible from the door. But as soon as you enter, you can make it out. And
Let's not walk through the middle of the room. Let's kind of hug the walls along the side.
Hey guys, I know that we had a sleep and might have forgot, but remember there's a dragon thing, whatever.
Had we had a long rest? Sorry?
yes, yeah.
We have. Cool. Alright, sweet. Thank you.
You sat there the entire time thinking about how your brother was dead.
Yes, that's right. I recall now.
Yes, you did do that.
It wasn't great.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
And
No.
Kiki ended hers talking to
Oh,
a
that's right.
guy who's
I
been dead for
recall.
nearly 1,000 years.
Yes. I 100% recall now. Yes.
Such happy memories.
I thought you
Time.
did.
Right. Yeah, I recall something about a dragon.
It's eminently possible too. So the inner sort of area of it, the ceiling is supported by pillars, but they go around the edge, and there is a 10-foot wide sort of colonnade all the way around the outside, lined with pillars that you can see into the main area, and the main area would be where for the dancing and everything, which has been cleared. But you can absolutely sort of circumnavigate the entire room.
Yeah, I
without-
think I'll slowly and carefully move around the edge of the room.
Yep.
Towards the far end of the room.
Yep.
And I'll be peering the dragon thing. Like, I guess we don't know what a dragon is, do we?
No. Gordrum described a large winged lizard.
Winged creature, so that's right. So I'll be looking up. So
Yeah.
as we're moving along, I'll be kind of peering up the columns as we're moving through. just to kind of, they might be able to climb up the columns or fly to the roof or something. You never know.
The roof is about 50 feet high. It's not a particularly, not huge. It's a big room. It's massive, but it's not enormous. It's not. From what Gordrum described, it would be a squeeze to fit. It would be impossible for a dragon to hide in here.
Got it.
You can see one of the large long walls has a tapestry. Sort of 40 feet long, 20 feet high tapestry that appears to depict several events from the life of an important-looking Ellyran in a fancy get-up. He's clearly a wizard of some sort because he's often depicted doing magic, often sort of powerful lightning and things coming out of his claws. It's probably a solid bet. This is the wizard Zokore.
Got it.
How do you spell Zokore, by the way?
Zokore
Interesting.
is how I have chosen to pronounce what was spelt in the book.
Can I please pop my primeval awareness?
Yeah?
Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fey fiends, and undead within 1 mile.
Within 1 mile of here, there are, beyond the things you already knew about, as in the things you have already encountered.
So the dragon still pops?
No, I can't make that distinction, I'm sorry, because you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. There is,
I don't need numbers.
There is undead. There is a
creature,
dragon.
Doesn't
there-
reveal location or number.
It doesn't, no. You can, however, sense the direction of some of the... I think, given that you've met them, or at least seen them, you can sense that there are undead that you haven't yet encountered.
Yay.
There are what would qualify as aberrations. Possibly aberrations to you.
Okay.
There is a fiend. And yeah, there is a dragon.
Duck.
Okay.
Not the duck. There's 2 fiends actually, but one of them's definitely not sitting on Kingsley's shoulder.
So Milo will just there's more undead somewhere. That dragon thing's still here as well. Aberrations and fiend. Don't know where. Just letting you know.
Thank you.
Kiki's gonna kind of look around the ballroom and be like, "Hello, hello."
Kiki, make me a perception check. Or Arcana if you would prefer, but I don't think you would.
Yeah, definitely perception. Sorry, my page is being real slow. Roll the dice.
You could roll physically if you like.
I know.
If it's being weird. Our internet is very fragile.
It's a delicate flower. It needs to be handled tenderly.
Yeah, coaxed.
It's gonna roll it manually because apparently it's just not gonna do it for me tonight. Oh, boom, bam, baby! That's 18 plus 7, so 25.
Keeping an ear out when you do that, it doesn't echo at all. You would say the room has the feeling of a room that is quite full. And a large room chamber like this would absolutely echo unless there was a lot of people in it. And around it's more the sound deadening of a room full of people. You can shout in it and other people can hear that. It's definitely a loud noise that you make, but it doesn't echo in the way that you would expect it to. Also, you can hear several of the sort of the muttered voices around you, all that quiet sort of gentle susurration of low conversation, like in a library but louder. Several people around shh, shh, like actually shush you.
Guys, I just got shushed
You all would have heard it.
by invisible
actually, okay.
libraries?
I do realize this hasn't been relevant until this point, but I'll bring it up just in case it is.
Sure.
During the last adventure, the tattoo that Kingsley was given
Yeah.
was the flicker tattoo, which allowed him to see invisible creatures within 10 feet of him.
Sure.
In case that reveals anything to me.
It does not.
That's cool. I thought not, but I figured I'd mention it in case.
Neat idea. Yeah. Thank you.
I do think Kingsley will, although I think surprised by what Kiki, as Kiki sort of yells out, will actually briefly turn to what Milo said before and just, it's certainly worth keeping an eye out for whatever might be down here. But I think it's also worth considering. We're not that far from where you tried this the first time, and that can sense a mile. The only way I can think of that the creatures nearby are changing that frequently is either it's possible something left and came back, but it's also possible that up above, the Admiral kept a rather strange guest list and a rather strange fighting roster as well.
It's
I
also
think it's probably
entirely possible the DM hadn't fully read all of the rules.
Yeah, and that's also fair. But
What?
I think in character, Kingsley will just good to keep an eye out, but maybe don't worry too much over it. It's possible
Maybe
the
they just
Admiral
got a bit
has some
closer.
strange guests again.
It's possible that's not the case.
You had also you've moved about
I'd rather
250
do
feet
that.
to the west from where Milo did it last.
Yeah.
It's not an insignificant amount of distance.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. My thought was more so just along the lines of if this thing has a range of 1 mile,
Yeah.
250 feet's a good chunk of distance, but we're talking about 250 feet a mile that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was more trying to figure out whether maybe the dragon was, on the edge of the Underdark rock then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
no, totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
Milo's going to keep doing it occasionally anyway.
Absolutely. No, it's a good idea. I do have one other very quick question, if possible.
Sure.
I'd like to think so. The music that we're hearing right now.
Mm.
I'm assuming that this music is likely an effect that is just perpetual and has kind of been left on. But I think just to verify that and make sure we're not looking at any sort of more modern interference, you said it was like a waltz, sort of, like some sort of like real classical music sort of thing.
Yeah.
Is this a style that Kingsley would recognize as maybe being associated with the Elurian Empire, or at
Definitely.
least that it was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
My main thought there was more so just if it had turned out to be like, no, like this is native to a completely other part of the world, then that would have been cause for alarm.
No. This is
But yeah,
definitely
that makes
relevant.
sense.
As you sort of move around the room, keeping your eyes peeled, next to the door at the far end, the door is sort of like a servant's entrance. It's not grand, but it does have a plaque next to it. Sort of a little marble plaque on the wall next to it. And
Absolutely,
as you
love to
draw
read it.
close to it, it says, "Press the button to open the door, but be warned about coming back, as it may be a snore."
What? Push the button to open the door, but be warned of coming back. It may be a snore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Maybe we.
I mean, that kind of sounds like we're going to get some sort of magical sleep. I had to guess.
Are any of us immune to being put to sleep?
Don't think so.
Unfortunately, I don't believe
That's an elf
any.
thing.
I was gonna say it's a Fey races thing, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, none of the beast races we are particularly Fey aligned.
Yeah.
And even though that does line up with my artistic patron, it's not something that they grant me. So,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I mean, if we go through that way, we're going to have to not come back. So maybe this is a place that we come to as a last case kind of scenario. because we got to go deal with Gordrum.
We should let
don't want-
Goldrum go home first.
Yeah, we don't want to go in there and
Be able to come back and
leave him behind.
And it's also
Yeah.
entirely possible, and I would say likely, that there's more to explore behind where he's wedged himself. So this doesn't have to be our only way forward. Even if we
Correct.
don't go down to
So-
the Underdark.
So we're thinking this might be the way out, but we won't be able to come back this way unless...
I'm not
Little
certain
place
it's a
to sleep.
way out. As such. I don't know. I feel specifically the mention of returning to this room makes it sound unusual. I feel like if there was some strange method by which we were supposed to return to the workshops or this castle as a whole, maybe, but it feels like an odd way to phrase that. I think it would just be somewhere else for us to explore, perhaps.
Kingsley, you'd be aware that the ancient Elurans, when formal writing, was usually designed to rhyme.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, formal writing.
So, imperial decrees, sort of,
Yeah.
when, that sort of thing, it would
Which is interesting, 'cause,
usually rhyme.
yeah, that would imply, I guess, that it's,
That it's not a
written
servant.
for, like, yeah, it's not a servant's exit, so it would be maybe like. So I assume that then, yeah, the door would have been addressed to, particularly if this is like a grand sort of dancing hall as it looks. This was probably for guests. I'd
It's
imagine,
side
because
entrance.
this is the
It's
type.
not necessarily a
Yeah.
guest entrance. Yeah, just a side entrance.
Oh yeah, I'm more so just saying like it was probably for use by guests or by sort of people of more noble stature.
Yeah.
So I guess it could be an exit, but I don't know. It feels odd.
I think we need to
Oh, man.
go and free Gordrum first.
Yeah, I think I agree with Milo. Let's go on and get
Yeah.
Gordrum out of there.
Good idea.
Check what's behind there and then head on through. It's either that or go down the ladder with the corpse,
I don't
the
wanna
ladder
do
that was in the corpse room. And I don't
Yeah.
really want to do that.
I don't want
Absolute
to.
last resort. Thank you.
Yes.
Sorry,
Alrighty.
I keep going
Yeah.
to the voice of one of my other characters, apparently.
It's all good.
You head back to Gordrum.
Mhm.
Do you cross the main room, or do you stick into the side areas?
Oh, the side areas.
Side areas again.
Kiki will, but she's kind of thinking about, like the thought that, like, the room was full. So when she kind of gets to the door, she's going to turn around and kind of almost, like, stick her staff out into the room a bit and kind of just almost, like, if she pokes it out there, does it hit anything?
She's doing
or
what
is
Kingsley did. Oh, no.
I
that
know.
wasn't
I
Kingsley.
see. The thing is, I know I shouldn't. Kingsley knows he shouldn't, but he wants to so bad.
Can we? Let's free Gordrum first, my character, and then we can go and fuck with this room.
Kiki,
Yeah.
you stick your stick in and nothing. You do not feel anything.
I
If
do
you're-
think that Kingsley would like take a step or two towards it, but then catch himself. I think having reprimanded Milo once or twice in the
Milo
last few
being
days for doing that
sensible boy.
exact thing, and
Yeah.
just kind of doesn't like make a noise, but just kind of lets out a slightly frustrated, knowing he shouldn't, and will just leave the room by the side.
Yep. Love it.
He wants to dance.
You go back to Gordrum. It's like, oh, hello. That was quick. And no shouting. That's. I'm glad that's good.
Yes, we're not entirely certain. There's a strange door in there, but we're not entirely certain where it leads, so we thought rather than risk making ourselves unable to return to you, we would fulfill our promise first.
Oh, guys, that's really kind of you.
Of course. Are you going to go back to the Underdark? You should go back to your...
You, I
back
was
home.
planning on going back to see Mum and Dad. Yeah.
Excellent. So this spell, you won't be able to talk while you're in it. I know it might be pretty difficult. It's going to turn you into just a cloud of mist. Okay.
Oh, that's fun. I've never been missed before.
It's really cool. You can squeeze through like little gaps.
I imagine
pretty
your
sure,
parents missed you
yes.
plenty.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
You beat me to it.
It's like, well, I might miss you guys.
I'll miss you too, Godra.
Well, seeing as if this is it, if this is goodbye, then here, hang on.
Milo will already be toddling over to give him a cuddle.
He gets his finger, and the finger with the ring on it, and pops it in his mouth, and bites down so he can sort of grasp the ring with his teeth, and pulls the ring off with his teeth, because he doesn't have another hand that he can use, and sort of gets it out and says, if it helps with your whole, I don't know, with your adventures and so forth, it's magic, and I probably don't need it anymore. It's kept me going while I've been here. I'm very grateful for it, but seeing as you guys are freeing me, I think it's only fair.
Aw, what does it do?
Well, I've never been hungry while wearing it, which is something for a giant.
Do you feel hungry now
impressive.
you've taken it off?
Very, actually.
I think you should put it back on.
Are you
Keep
sure?
yourself safe.
I mean, we're just doing it because it's the right thing to do.
And also, we like you.
Oh. Well, that's
And
really
you know, you've been stuck in a tunnel for a year, so you might as well get something out of this bollocks.
Well, guys, it's been really lovely meeting all of you. All right. Come here, Milo. And
Milo's already right
yeah,
there to give
he's
him a
just
cuddle.
like he raps and he's like, "You are surprisingly prickly, actually. Hello, that's fine."
Yeah, if you cuddle down instead of up, we won't prickle you.
Sorry. There we go. That's better.
It's okay, I'm used to it. Godra, are you ready?
Kingsley, thank you so much for lending me Princely. He was great company last night. Hank, I hope you find Larry. Give him my best when you see him next. And Kiki, can you show me that thing that makes the sparkles?
Kiki will get a firework out of her bag. She can never resist an attempt to show off. And she's going to, like, wedge it in the end of her staff, light it, and then, like, slick it down the corridor so it kind of arcs and then, like, explodes.
Oh, that's very cool. Oh, you guys have been a pleasure to meet. Oh, this is so much fun. Jack, type ! ticket in chat to go into the draw. We've got a couple of giveaways this evening. Some TTRPG goodness. Some non-D&D TTRPG goodness. How was your game, mate?
Nice.
I really enjoyed the bit I caught of it. Jack was playing Candela Obscura over on RPG Meg.
Neat.
Which looks to be a very new little channel, but very, very cool. Great addition to the online TTRPG space. And I really enjoyed what I saw. And I think it was wrong what you said. I think Clark's face was lovely. Anyway, so Milo, what do you do?
So I'll give Godram a big cuddle, and then I'll say, "Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
This will only last 1 hour,
Okay.
hopefully. But if something happens to us, it won't last for that long at all. So you need to go and get where you need to be to grow big as fast as you can. Okay?"
Nice.
Bye, Gordram. Milo's going to put his hand on Gordram's big face, and Gordram is going to kind of seem to condense,
Yeah.
and then almost Big Bang like condense and then expand into this cloud of this moss green mist.
And you are engulfed in Gordram, and you feel, Milo, a slight tickle on your chin. As the green mist slowly wafts down the corridor.
Bye, Gordram.
I'm just going to turn my fan
There
off.
wins.
Thanks, Matt. Jack. That's it. I'd forgotten it was on. And it wasn't really
Maybe
doing any good.
me.
I can't hear your fan, but I can't hear my fan because I can't hear my noise. Sound effect. Unless... No, it's not a deliberate sound effect. I'm glad to hear it. Metal, snakes got dropped, lesbians lip-locked, my character brooded. Perfect. Everything you would want in a stream then, mate. Yeah, cool. Gordrum wafts down the corridor. Beyond where he was obstructed, you can see an awful lot of rubble and debris. As he became mist, a fair amount actually came loose. But you can still navigate the tunnel. He wafts down, faintly glowing, and then sort of flows in the manner of a cloud over a hilltop, down into a hole in the ground. Basically, the tunnel gets to the end, and it's this cavern. Basically pitch black. Even those of you with dark vision cannot really see beyond it. Not so much that that you can't see in the dark, it's just there's nothing to see. It is a huge opening into darkness. I presume I'm just narrating, you walk up and have a look and you're cautious, but...
Totally.
Cautiously approach the end of the pathway.
You get to about as far as you would say is safe to navigate. The last 10 feet or so of the corridor look pretty rickety, and it looks like there was more once upon a time, and then it all sort of just something long ago just broke it and fell away, and now you can see. There is glow from behind you. There is a small amount of light permeating this place, but it is dark beyond. You can feel a cold air coming out that was kind of blocked by Gordrum until he went. It is quite chilly down here. You can gently, you can hear.
I was going to say,
you can hear, possibly dripping, and it is quite moist. The air is quite damp. You wouldn't be able to see it without going closer to the edge. I love the little wave. You wouldn't be able to see without going closer to the edge what is down there. But Gordrum just kind of flowed over the edge.
Yeah.
Is there like any other doors or anything down this part of the corridor? Or is it literally a corridor,
Straight
terrifying
to the end.
dark hole?
Yep.
Guys, I have a horrible feeling that our way out of here is down this very dark and unpleasant hole, the other dark and unpleasant hole, or the door with the veiled threat on the plaque next to it. What would we like to do?
Well,
I don't like that a door's threatening us.
no,
Very
but I still
rude.
think I'd take that personally. I'd take
If a
that.
door threatened me, I'd take that personally.
Sorry, as I realized, I put my
throw it down.
yeah, I emphasized my words all wrong. I meant I think I'd take that comma
Personally. Yeah, no, I got it. To be able to see what happens to the torch, you would have to go quite a bit closer to the edge, which is very rickety. What I would suggest is that you tie a rope around either Kiki or Milo, and have them go to the edge, as they are the smaller, lighter ones, and drop the thing.
Tie a rope to Milo.
Yeah, I'll 100% do that.
I'm gonna
Milo
use
wants
my.
to be endangered. Off he goes.
I'm gonna use my writhing tide. One use of it. And
smart.
hold my arms out, and I am going to be lifted up by butterflies and beetles.
Yeah.
As I will, hover. I have a flying speed of 10 feet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go hover over it with the torch.
You take the torch.
I hand the end of the rope to Hank, of course.
Yeah. And you drop it, I presume. You see the torch drop away. It falls for more than 15 seconds before you hear it hit something. The light is... it is far enough away it looks like a star. Like, it's a pinprick of light when it lands. From your vantage point, Milo, you could probably navigate this with your 10-foot flying speed. Though I don't know how long it lasts for. It would probably
1 minute.
take you... Even for you, that looks like a long way to go. You can travel 100 feet with that ability. It's definitely more than 100 feet down. It was probably... I mean, Gordon was massive, and he described it as a difficult climb. And he's a stone giant.
I mean, what,
so
15?
I am not going to do that.
15 seconds would be like, I'm pretty sure by standard D&D math, something like 500 feet.
Yeah, that sounds about
Thereabouts.
right. Let's call it that. Yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
That's
I
a
will not
hard
be able to get
pass.
back up.
Yeah, because I think
Milo-
normally it's, if I'm remembering right, I think it's 200 feet around, and 15
yeah.
would be 2.5 rounds.
Yeah.
So, about that.
Um,
Yeah, that's no, horrifying.
I'll float back over and just... I'm not going down there.
Okay.
I mean, look, if you're not going down there and you're the crazy one, then we're definitely not going down there.
I don't like the dark.
You're all right. No one's
Mildly-
forcing you to go down there.
Mildly threatening door then?
Well, we
I think so. The door,
Mildly
at
threatening
least,
door.
did seem targeted towards people of nobility. It was written for presumably guests. I think that perhaps it's likely safer than the pit to the Underdark or the strange ladder beneath the death room, I'd say.
Maybe the plaque's like a joke.
We
Maybe,
don't have very good options, do we?
maybe it's an Ellerin like joke that they put a little like slightly sinister thing on the door, and everyone's like, oh look,
It's only an issue if we come back through it. So,
theoretically.
And I
if-
don't want to come back here.
You're right.
We'll certainly try.
Alright.
well, onwards.
Okay.
Let's make our way back.
You
Alright.
return...
Farewell, Gordrum.
you return back to the ballroom and press the button, I assume.
I do think when we get back to the room, Kingsley would stop for a moment, and I do think that he would look towards the others and just Now, I'm sure this is ill-advised,
Okay.
in as much as anything we have done in this place so far is ill-advised.
Go on.
But
I'm listening.
curious, we've all been able to hear the voices muttering. I know, Kiki, you mentioned they shushed you.
Yes,
I
and
do
I
wonder
think
what
it
would
was very
happen.
rude of them to not answer when we knocked.
I would agree. I'll admit I'm curious to find out what would happen if one were to step into the center.
Let's find out. Okay.
Leave it... if you don't mind, allow me. I have a feeling. And Kingsley will take a few steps into the center of the room from the edge.
And you do that. Kingsley, please make me a charisma save.
Sure thing.
I looked down and I looked up, and Mitch's head had been replaced by a cat.
I'm channeling in Illyrian.
Yeah,
I was just like, whoa!
It's a 17, but I'm going to add a d4 to that. Because I've got the d4
Yep.
for the stream. There's a 2, which makes it a 19, which I feel a bit better about.
Okay, 19. Kingsley, you feel an almost irresistible urge to dance.
I will fully say Kingsley was stepping in planning to.
Yeah. But
I
this would
think
have been
that
you sense. You can
Yeah.
sense that you would have been obliged to continue doing so indefinitely. Now you have the ability to choose whether or not you do, basically.
I do think Kingsley takes a few steps in. I think almost like beginning to sort of like draw his posture up a bit and kind of begin to attempt something, and then as he feels it sort of push on his mind, will just and just sort of like clear his throat a little and turn as gracefully as he can to exit the floor.
He does so, and as he does turn gracefully, guys, it's graceful as heck. Kingsley, your movement speed is increased by 10 feet while you are in this effect.
Neat. I do think
Do
seems
some ballet
that-
in your youth there, Kingsley.
Well, so Kingsley, I don't know, is Kingsley a dancer? Like, he's a bard, so they all dance a bit, but is he a dancer?
I think he's what's the word for it? Like, I think yes, because he's like, I've picked performance as one of his big skills. I do
I feel like
think
he's
that
trained.
he's a dancer. I feel like he's trained, but far from an expert.
Sure.
Like, yeah, I don't think that he'd necessarily be able to fully blend in at like a proper sort of like royal ball or anything. But
Yeah.
I do think that he has sought out enough basic training that, like, you know, being sort of in his like in Espinora or something like that, he would be dancing with what appears to be, you know,
Skill.
pretty unusual grace or skill, and
Yeah.
people would be like, "Whoa!" But not enough for him to really. Yeah.
Well, Kingsley, you demonstrate footwork you didn't know you knew. Just a little bit of fancy footwork as you turn and do a graceful bow to Kiki's comment. Yeah.
And then just we'll I think we'll actually just don't step in here. And I think he will make his way back towards the edge, but he'll kind of take a meandering path and sort of try to sort of take advantage of this newfound grace that he's got. I think just allowing whatever movements come to him to sort of direct his course as he sort of loops and spins and turns his way around a bit as he slowly makes his way back.
Is your tattoo effect always on?
Yes.
And does not see anything in this room. He does so in the manner of somebody doing ice skating, like ice dancing. It is very much he's coming back to the edge, and the rest of you are like, yeah, worse things. And yeah, Kiki, you've seen him dance before, and you're like, he's either gotten better or practiced or something, or this is having an effect. But he travels swiftly and gracefully, even more so than he would normally.
I think he'll make it to the edge, and then we'll turn, bowing to the floor for a moment before he'll stand and take a step back out of the center of the room.
You hear, yes, Milo very much so, but also so does the room just quietly. There's a light smattering of applause. And yeah.
Just as he turns back to the group, always nice to be appreciated. Now,
I don't know who they are, but they like you.
Yes, I wouldn't advise anybody else step in there if you have the option. I've thankfully still kept my wits mostly about me, but I have a feeling had I been one of less potent will and personality, I might have been coerced into dancing rather than choosing to.
Interesting. It's going to be kind of funny if, you know, you go on the dance floor and you're compelled to dance, and then you walk through the door and you're compelled to go to sleep. Little exercise in contrasts there.
I suppose so. Anyway.
Theoretically speaking, obviously.
I just want to get out of this place.
Yeah.
That's very fair.
Starting to take its toll.
Agreed. Sorry for the diversion. Thank you. Let's go.
It's all right, fancy feet.
Fancy feet.
I think Kingsley just smiles, like
Kingsley
fully
fancy
takes it
feet.
as a compliment.
King's going to be like, Kingsley gets all the ladies with his fancy feet.
And his smooth ways. All the decaying registrars. Cool. You go to the door and press the button, he asks, prompting you to maybe do the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. You maybe do the thing. You press the button.
I feel like we should let Milo press the button, by the way.
I'll press the button.
Milo presses the button. Milo, as you press the button,
Full hand spat.
dark mist begins to swirl around the room, coalescing. It sort of leaks out of the ceiling. The door remains resolutely closed. The music, however, stops. And, this sort of swirling dark black mist forms itself into a large dragon.
I'm gonna keep pressing the button.
Standing in the center of the room.
So I guess again we've not seen a dragon before, but we're suddenly seeing enormous lizard with wings and going, "Oh, that's what a dragon is."
This is a gargantuan creature. It occupies about half the whole ballroom. The dance floor. It takes up about half the dance floor.
Kiki's gonna like grab the door handle, like.
I'm smacking the button like, Hank, we figured it out!
Please roll me initiative.
Oh, okay. I was actually going to say I'd
Oh,
like to
fuck.
try to talk to him, but
Crit.
fair enough.
You can talk to him on your
I've got to
turn. I
roll
just
this
got my
without
initiative.
advantage.
Milo,
Right.
nat 20.
Yes, of course it's for initiative. You know what? No, Milo is the only character that I've ever rolled good initiative rolls on.
Whoever is player 4.
ever.
Oh, okay.
Did that work?
I am seeing Milo,
Yes, sir.
Kingsley, and Hank. I haven't seen a Kiki.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll it manually. It's being weird.
Hank, do you have advantage?
Zach.
I usually do, but my magical weapon.
That's true.
Oh no!
Ain't magic right meow.
19.
19. Alrighty, it goes. Milo,
Hello.
Kiki.
And it goes like this.
Kingsley, the dragon,
Uh-oh.
and Hank. It is glaring at you through the pillars. It is clearly, the pillars are definitely wide enough that it could reach through and scratch at you. Its claws are, it would appear semi-corporeal, like mostly corporeal. It's definitely got a physical presence to it. But the edges of its form seem wispy. The wings on its back are definitely the pinions, the actual sort of bony structure of them is solid, but the area between them, the flaps between them, are definitely sort of smoky. Its eyes are just black pits of malevolence. And it's Milo's go first.
Question.
It's definitely hostile.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was my question.
Does it just want to dance?
Yeah,
You
that
go
was
dance with the
helpful.
dragon.
It appears it breathes in. All of the people go quiet, and the music stops with an abrupt sort of like the scratch of the record.
Uh-oh.
Please make me a wisdom save. First of all of you, actually. Let's say that.
Oh boy.
Oh, thank God, that nearly rolled into a 2.
A 20. Milo is good.
Hank
Hank
doesn't
not
feel
so much.
great.
Kingsley not so much. Kiki, how'd you do?
Oh, 19 plus 3.
Excellent. 19 plus 3. Kiki and Milo are fine. Kingsley and Hank are frightened for 1 minute.
Bugger.
Dragon fear.
You may
God damn
repeat
it.
the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Yep.
And you guys Milo and Kiki are resistant to dragon fear for the next 24 hours. Woo! Yeah.
Hello, fear.
I'm not scared of him.
Not yet. Milo, what do you do?
Has the door opened yet?
No. Kiki's like,
Even though I've been pressing the button over and over and over?
nope.
Please?
Milo, if you test the door, you actually discover the door is painted onto the wall.
Well, that's just rude. Now we
Very
have to go into a
cool.
dark hole.
Fell for the old dragon button trick.
Classic. I should have known.
Mm-hmm.
Turn down the dragon rolls just a little bit.
I don't know what to do. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go ahead and Hunter's Mark this guy.
Do it. Do it.
Which is concentration.
Yep.
Which means my boy Gordrum turns back into a Gordrum.
Hopefully, he got a decent distance. You were screwing around for a solid 5 minutes, so...
Yeah.
And also, he did say that there was like a massive lake he had
Yeah.
to cross to get to where it was, right? So even
Yeah.
if he was floating above
Whoop.
it, chances are he turns back and just splashes.
Well, it turns out I'm really bad at guessing what an hour is.
Sorry, Gordrum. Yeah, I'm just gonna bang 2 longbow attempts at this motherfucker.
Do it.
Ooh, 19 to hit on the first.
Does not.
Didn't think so.
Wait,
That
what?
was a si-
This is a
dragon.
dragon.
It's a 29 hit, Josh.
does indeed. A 29 is enough to hit the dragon.
It's my +2 longbow. I believe it is magical damage.
Yep.
That's going to be 14 plus my D6 from my hunter's mark.
14
15 damage.
15 points of damage.
Wow.
Where do you shoot it?
That's in the most corporeal looking place, like something that doesn't look like
where
just
the
pure
neck
mist.
meets the chest.
Mhm.
There's that sort of V. And yeah, you shoot it right there. That looks pretty solid. And the
It looks
arrow
like it takes
sticks,
damage?
and it looks like it hurt it. Yeah, absolutely. It roars and sort of, very irritated by you by the looks of it. You are no more than 15 feet away from it. It's hard to get more than 15 feet away from it. Are you happy where
I'm
you
gonna
are?
try to run around the outside so I can.
So you can run your movement speed along the edge in the columns away from it. Yep.
Yeah.
Not going out onto the dance floor is the key point.
Correct.
I'm asking. All right. Yep. Excellent.
Milo's also going to test something out really quickly.
Sure.
There was a language that he learnt when he was a little Milo.
Uh-huh.
That his aunt insisted would be important for him one day. And I'm going to, in Draconic, say to this thing, "Leave me alone."
Yep. You do that.
Excellent. That's my whole turn.
It chuckles.
Is that good or bad?
Kiki, it's your turn.
So I can only be like 15 feet away from it.
Well, you can get further by running away, like up the ballroom. But at this end of the ballroom, it's not possible to be more than 15 feet away from it. It takes up almost half the whole space.
Right.
So you could go at the other end of the ballroom. You could get as much as 60 feet away from it if you really wanted to. But it would be able to close that distance quite easily.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna radiant sunbolt it.
Hell yeah. Do it.
I need to stop trying to roll on the freaking.
Yeah, you do.
It's just not working. It doesn't want to work. Okay. I feel I feel like a 13 is gonna miss.
Not gonna do it, I'm afraid.
How could I miss? It's huge.
Do you do it again?
Yeah. 16. That's gonna miss too.
Is not a hit? No, I'm afraid not.
Dog's bollocks. This is not going well. However, I will burn a key point to do that again.
Yep. Do it 2 more times.
Twice more.
Yep.
Okay. Come on, baby. You can do it. It's literally massive. How are you missing?
It's massive, but very
It's also
durable.
made of mist.
It's made of darkness. These things hit it and kind of get sucked into it.
17.
Nope.
So
Unfortunate.
Flurry of blows.
Could I please roll over a 10? That would be great.
You're welcome to try.
Oh my god, I rolled a fucking 5!
So
I
Kiki
missed
just
4 times!
throws as many. I think it's just sort of gets a back handful of
everything
fireworks
real as hell.
and just throws fireworks at it. A couple of them
Actually,
aren't
Kiki
even
gets a
lit. Yep, cool. Anything else you want to do? Do you want to move? Are you happy where you are? Do you run away and stand next to Milo?
I'm already next to Milo. Did Milo run away?
Yeah.
No, Milo ran away. Do you go and run and stand next to him?
Oh, well, I'm not gathering together. This is a fucking dragon.
Okay, yeah, sure. So where do you stand? Wait, you stay by the
I'm
door?
just gonna stay where I am in front of the fake door.
Love it.
being useless.
Okay. Kingsley.
Okay. So I thought I had something that did a little more work for me here. but I realized that my speech of the great beasts, unfortunately, speak of the ancient beasts, only works against beasts,
Yeah.
not dragons.
No.
So
It's true.
it doesn't really help. I do think, however, see, my instinct would be to get into the middle of the room near it to try to pull this off, but I can't because I'm frightened. Because I can't move towards it.
Closer to it. Yep.
And so I think with that being the case, Kingsley is going to, I think, look towards the figure and moving a small way around the room. So he's maybe halfway between the two groups of Hank and Kiki by the door and Milo a bit further around. Will, in the direction of the dragon, in common, hoping that that's enough, will call out to the thing and just doing his best to hide the sort of tremble in his voice from the fear, will I do apologize for my companion's rather spirited reaction. I'm afraid we've never quite seen a creature like you. And attempt to defuse the situation as best he can with that.
Okay. So you're trying to persuade the dragon to be nice to you?
Yes, I think so.
Cool.
I love how you said that sentence, Josh, because that's like very bardic of you, Zach. Terrible idea, but very bardic.
Try to seduce it with your fancy dancing feet.
Yeah, seduce the dragon, babe. You're a bard.
But yeah, so I will say that. So I assume if I wanted to make an actual check against him to try to persuade him, I would need to use my action to roll a check.
Yeah, yeah. I will allow you to do it as part of, if you wanted to use an ability or cast something, you would be able to do it as part of this, of that thing, if you wanted to charm monster, for example, or that would be a bad example, but something that makes yourself look more impressive, pretty, eye-catching, like an ability that would do that.
There is one other thing then, I guess, in that case, and just, I think in that case I'll add one extra line to that as he apologizes, and then we'll follow up with we certainly didn't mean to disrupt the ambiance. And as he says this, is going to retrieve his lyre, and I'm going to use my action to start playing a counter charm to give Hank and I advantage on saves against the frightened condition.
That's
as
a good idea.
He does his best, having been listening to it for the last few minutes while we've been investigating the room, to pick up the tune where the other instruments left off.
Hell yeah. That's very smart. I'm going to give you a D4 for that. That's a very clever idea.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. You do that. And you make that persuasion check.
All right. Well, it's a 5 on the dice, so it's a 13. It's not great.
The dragon's hostility does not cease.
Yeah, it tracks. But still, counter charm is now active, so if I think that'll be the end of my turn. Oh, actually, I'm just thinking. Because the thing hasn't spoken, I don't think that Kingsley would actively act out against it until he's assured that, like, shit is going sideways. I think he'd be holding out hope.
Yep.
That the thing is at least bemused by him, so I think he'd just end the turn there.
So Kingsley is trying to basically circle around it, retaining his 15 feet of distance from it, but going out into the dance floor. I'm just sort of, for my own...
If I can, yes.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Yeah. As he will, he'll move into the dance floor knowing that he's already resisted the effects once.
Love it. Cool. The effects... You feel those effects return. You are still moving with uncanny grace. You actually move an extra 10 feet if you want to.
I absolutely will. Although, actually, I'm just thinking, I can't do that and stay near Hank, can I?
No. You have to, yeah. I mean, you would be able to travel no more than 25 feet from Hank.
I'll do that.
If you're doing a circle.
I'll do that. I'll keep it like the very edge of the dance floor so that
Yep.
I'm still within 30 feet of Hank. And I'll end my turn there.
Very well.
I
Making
get
that
to
check
repeat the
again.
save
Yep.
against thing, and I do get to make it with advantage.
Advantage. Yep.
And Hank, when you make yours, provided I'm not, I guess, unconscious, you'll get to do the same. So I got a 19 on that one.
Love it. A 19 is a pass. You are no longer... I mean, you're still meaningfully frightened, but not mechanically frightened by this creature.
Yes.
Yep, cool.
Absolutely. As he'll, I think, begin to step onto the floor, but hold his position near Hank, still plucking the lyre in the attempt to match the previous song.
Yep, cool. The dragon is going to use its first legendary action to tail attack Kingsley.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh no, who could have seen this coming?
Kingsley, how is a 32 to hit?
Yeah, so that's that's a little above my 12.
Yep, cool. So that's 2d8 of bludgeoning damage. A 7 and a 6 plus 8. 15, 21 points of bludgeoning damage on Kingsley.
As Kingsley takes a third of his health on this thing.
The tail lashes out and just bats him around the back of the head. And
I think staggers and his eyes go wide, just like, oh no.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I think his eyes go wide, and I think the music once again with a discordant from the lyre stops.
And you all, I think Kingsley, for the very first time, you go like, right, yeah, giants were scared of these things. Or at least it took 2 or 3 giants to bring one of these down. And I've met a giant, and they were fairly tanky boys. This could be bad.
Oh, yeah.
You should have brought Gordrum with us, guys.
It might have been useful. The head of the dragon, as it is its turn now, snakes through in between 2 of the pillars and looks at Milo, and then looks past Milo at Hank and Kiki. At Kiki rather. Sorry, and then and then past Kiki to Hank and Milo, and sort of examines you, and then it sort of sucks a deep breath into its chest and belches out a smoke breath. Please make me a Constitution saving throw, all of you.
Well, fuck.
It is a 90-foot cone.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Con? You say?
Con save. 16 and for Hank.
Dirty 20!
Dirty 20. Plus anything, Kiki?
That was with the plus.
With the plus. Okay. Kingsley got an 8. And Milo got a 5.
I got 5.
You all fail.
No.
You all fail?
What? How can a 20 fail? What the fuck, dude?
It's a 22.
Hey guys, we need to get the fuck out of here.
I have thoughts about this thing.
So, I'm going to use D&D Beyond to roll this, because I don't have enough dice. 16 D8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 16. Roll. You all take... Well, that was a 7. 86 points of damage.
How much?
86 points of poison
Milo's
damage.
down.
Kiki's unconscious.
Yeah.
Hank, how are you?
I'm still up.
Kiki
Hank?
just kind of kills over like a tree. Just
You all, it's smoking,
Milo's-
spluttering. Hank, you watch as Milo, Kiki, and Kingsley all are just engulfed in this pitch black smoke, and it just drops them. That was a big roll. The average is 72.
I would have knocked me too.
Yeah, Kingsley has a thought about this thing, but before he gets the chance to vocalize it, gets roasted, toasted, burnt to a crisp, and falls over unconscious.
Josh, as a little treat, can Milo smack this thing on the nose before it kills him?
You absolutely can. Milo,
Leave me alone.
sort of-
Smack.
Now, and that was. Yes.
Kiki's last thought is that at least the ring will be happy because it's about to get knocked out again.
Actually, Hank, you hear, no, Kiki, please, no! From Kiki's pocket. Oh God, no! Please take me as well, dragon. Tony, take care, Tony. Have you typed ticket in chat? Hank, it's your turn.
Cool.
It uses its smoke breath, and that's it.
I am going to press the button again.
Uh-huh. The door does not open.
And it doesn't disappear, right? Okay.
Nope.
I'm going to let out kind of like a terrified cat yelp. Like,
That classic one that you hear, like you hear a loud car crash and then
some horrified sound. I have an ability called feline agility. Because I know you linked the Illyrian into the Discord, but I still have
no, we're still using
my character.
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
I have put a message in chat in our Discord for Milo, Kiki, and Kingsley. Hank, please don't look at it.
Okay, got it. Cool, good to know. So I am going to, using feline agility, it doubles my speed until the end of the turn. I have a 40-foot movement.
Hell yeah.
So doubled speed is 80 feet.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use my action to move again. So that's 160 feet of movement.
Yep.
And I am just going to, in a circumference around this dragon, I'm just going to, like, run as fast as I can. Now, I've checked percentage-wise. 120 feet takes you 47.75% of the way around an 80-foot circumference, 80-foot diameter circle.
Yep.
So 160 feet would send me out of the room. So I like to think that I, like, sprint around the outside, and I'm going so fast that I just smash into the wall on in the outside of the tunnel. And I'm like, I just keep running down towards where Gordrum was. Yeah. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Like, what else can I do? This thing's gonna kill us.
Yep. Yes, that is what you do. Can I please from
okay. Yeah, right. Wait.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, what else am I going to do? It's going to kill me.
Kiki and Milo. Kiki and Milo, you both, Kiki, Kingsley, and Milo, all three of you, your eyes flicker back open and you stagger to your feet. The dragon points with its snout at the doorway. It cannot leave through the door, it is far too large to do so, but gestures for the three of you to follow your erstwhile companion.
Yep.
All three of you do so. I'm just sort of explicating this at this point. Hank, how far do you get?
I literally moved that 160 feet, and then I'll probably move to the end of the corridor to where, like, the turn was Gordrum's corridor.
Sure.
And I'll just put my back against it, peering back down, waiting to see, and just listening and hearing. If I see the dragon's head poke out at all, I'm, like, instantly, like, running further back down that corridor towards where Gordrum was. I'm going to second wind as well.
Yep.
Just to, like, give myself a little bit of health.
Okay.
That's the best I can do, yeah.
Love it. You do that. That's where you get to. And you sort of back against the wall. Oh, God.
What the fuck was that?
By Nabar, what the hell was that? You... I don't know, actually, would you be a worshipper of Nabar, the Ellyrian...
I am, yes,
yep.
100%. My family has been for many, many generations.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
There is new canon in it as well because they've just released the it's version 0.9 of the Humblewood Beyond the Canopy. So it's not fully out yet. There is still some bits and pieces, but they sent it to the Kickstarter backers, so I've got it. And there is some really good lore, and including some more amaranthines from the West Den, and some I'm running only on core Humblewood stuff at the moment, so everything else is me. So I actually get to finally include hit point press stuff again, and stop having to do all the heavy lifting myself, which is really nice. But yes, Hank's Barnabar, what the hell was that? And then you hear the pitter patter of of Milo's feet and the sort of more clickety clackety of Kingsley and Kiki's feet coming up behind you. It's definitely not draconic feet. The dragon, you can hear it's still active and alive in the ballroom, but it does not appear to be able to get out. And it doesn't seem to be sort of screeching or roaring anymore. It seems like it's like you can hear it kind of maybe pacing a little bit. But yeah, you hear 3 sets of footsteps coming up the corridor.
I'll peer around the corridor and look at them. Do they look odd in any way?
All of them have not odd. They're not moving in syncopated manner or anything like that. They're just running towards you. Would any of you be gesturing or anything?
The second Hank's head comes into view, Milo would not gesture at all. He'd half shut his eyes and knock an arrow. And I'm going to take 2 shots if I can do a full action.
You can.
Excellent.
It would be your turn next.
Alright. Does a 32 hit Hank?
A 32 does hit Hank, I'm pretty sure.
Would it be disadvantaged because I'm still partly around a wall? But anyway.
It would add 2 to your AC. You're partial covered.
Half cover.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, that's going to hit me.
15 damage.
Got it.
Yeah.
And second one is, it's a 15 to hit.
Doesn't, I don't think.
That's not going to hit, no.
No.
That's alright. At least one. Alright. Milo will give over his turn.
Kiki, it is your turn. In the order.
Milo looks
gonna do it,
hesitant
but you know what?
to do this.
Kiki doesn't say that at all. Kiki is completely silent. But Kiki thinks to herself, that's not how I was going to do it, but fine.
And I will shoot a firework at him.
Ricocheting off the wall as Hank is probably going, ah! But yeah.
19.
A 19 to hit?
Yeah, the last thing I shout out as I just get pummeled by this firework is, traitors! And I hit the ground.
And Hank, your eyes flicker open. You are staring up at the ceiling of the ballroom. The other 3 are standing by the door, all 3 of them holding their hands flat to the plaque with the message on it. The door is open, and all 3 of them are standing there with their eyes closed, holding their hands to the plaque. And they pull their hands away, probably Kingsley first, and look over at you. The dragon is gone.
Kingsley will...
Oh, I can hit him, but not the fucking dragon.
Hank! Milo's gonna run at you and throw his arms around your leg.
What the fuck was that? I'll push you away as you come jumping in.
Kingsley
will fucking try to kill me.
No, if I wanted you dead, you'd be dead.
No.
What the fuck did you just say to me?
Let's not get into this now. That was a dream. That's what the plaque was referring to. That dragon was an illusion. I think that's why its breath why it looked all smoky. Right? It was a dream. After we were rendered unconscious within the dream, and we realized what had happened. I understand it was very unpleasant. I'm sorry for the way that it must have appeared, but that was us attempting to render you unconscious as well, that you might rejoin us in the real world. Had you stayed there, you might have just remained asleep here indefinitely.
So yes, we shot you, but it was with affection.
I didn't want to do
You'll
it,
see
but there was
Hank
no
will
other
crack his
way
neck.
of doing it.
See Hank crack his neck and then just put his talon kind of.
Milo's gonna very slowly shuffle step towards your leg and just grab on again.
I fucking
A little
hate
bit
this
gentler
place.
this time. Me too.
I understand.
Well, at least we know what a dragon is.
Your frustration is warranted, but let's keep that energy. Let's point it at the person who made this place.
Your
Snowflake.
abilities
Wizards.
and, in Milo's case, spell slots are fully restored. As if you just had a long
Ooh.
rest.
Oh,
Hit points or.
Yep, and hit
Sorry?
points. You
Hit
didn't
points,
take any
cool. Alright.
damage in the dream.
Yeah.
Heal,
So
88.
anything.
Got it.
Yeah. Anything that we expended during that. Well, I mean, I didn't actually
No,
expend
no.
it.
So you were on
I just
60
got one
points?
shot.
Even Milo's
Yeah.
expended spell slot to turn Gordrum into mist is restored.
yay! Never mind, this fucking goes.
Yeah, I haven't spent anything today.
Life hack.
So I
You
just
do have to get
all of my
murdered
hit
grizzly by a dragon to regenerate everything, but you can.
And Milo will say,
Wild.
I'm sorry, Hank. I think you could probably kill me if you tried.
I don't know.
And I
don't
think
know
everyone,
anymore.
we will have a short little breaklet there. I've been looking forward to that. Thank you. Alrighty. That was quicker than I thought it would be. Smoke breath is brutal, hey.
I was just like,
Sucked.
TPK? I
TPK.
didn't want it to end like this.
Honestly,
Surely not, but I trust you with this.
It was a
I knew
big
something
roll
was
and-
gonna happen.
there was a lot of shit going on. I'll say, like, literally in real life, and again, I didn't know whether Kingsley even could say anything, so getting knocked out really helped me there.
Yeah.
But at the last possible second, I went, hang on a minute. Big, shadowy, illusory dragon, no abilities seem to stick, nothing's hitting. This sounds like the illusory dragon spell. And then got wiped.
Alrighty. Well, we will have a short little breaklet, everybody. Be back in 5 to 10. Say goodbye, everybody. And don't forget to type
Goodbye,
ticket
everybody.
in chat.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Ahoy and g'day once again to you, mateys. Lords, ladies, and everybody else not sitting on a cushion, it is welcome back to you. We are back in the Tower of Zokore, the Eluran wizard. I know, right? I know. And the gang have just defeated or been defeated by a smoke dragon, maybe. The door is open and a staircase leads down. It's quite a nice, well-lit staircase, but the air below is cool and, again, a little damp.
All right.
Why do I feel like we're ending up in the Underdark no matter which way we go down?
At least this
I'll
way
lead
has
the way.
steps.
Hank leads the way.
I'll just kind of move past and slowly start descending. Just with like my shoulders quite slumped at this point in time. I'm just so over this place.
We'll get out of here soon,
Kiki,
and we'll get out.
as you say,
Fucking
you
hope
are
so.
carrying a large quantity of magic items and weaponry. How are you carrying it? You said you have 6 magic weapons, as I recall, and I think you picked up 12 items of jewelry.
Yeah.
The jewelry is relatively easy to carry. That would all be in a bag, I imagine.
Yeah.
The weaponry, however, there is a decent sized. It's a long sword. There would and one for a medium sized creature, not a little sword. There is a rapier, a warhammer, a pike, and a hand axe. Is that 6? That's 5. Yeah, 2 hand axes, let us say. Matched pair. How would those all be carried? Because because that would encumber Kiki, that list of things.
Very careful.
Pikes
Obviously,
Pikes are
discuss
freaking
with me.
huge, right?
Yeah, pike is a 10-foot long pole.
Do we give the fuck off big ones to Hank?
If you discuss something with Hank,
I'd
Hank's more
probably
than happy
give
to carry
Hank the
things.
longsword and the warhammer, ditch
Yeah.
the pike, and carry the other three like slung over my back.
I'll
Okay.
just wrap everything up in a blanket and then kind of tie a rope, like put it on my back and then tie a rope around my chest so I can just carry it all. Yeah.
That's
Hank.
clever.
Hank. Yeah, so Hank has all the weaponry. Well, Hank's got the big weaponry, Kiki's got the little stuff. Is the okay, cool. Hank's going first, which means Hank is in front of everybody else and is carrying the weapons on his back, as he described Kingsley. I think Kingsley is the person to do it. Can you make me an Arcana check?
Sure. I am average at those.
Yeah. But you're the only full caster in the party.
Yes, I am.
Nice.
Suck it up.
Very
Oh,
average.
that looked like such a good 19 before it
Whoa.
was a nat 1.
Oh, okay. You don't notice.
Does he have inspiration because of the
No.
who did the inspiration from Quadricopter go for?
Oh,
Go
that
to?
actually is for Kingsley. I apologize. Yes.
Oh.
If you want to burn it for that,
Yeah, I'll burn it for that. Absolutely.
You
I'll just
don't
burn
have
it
to.
instantly. Well, it is better. It's a
that's
12.
better. Kingsley, I think your senses are like open to stuff at the moment. You're a little bit sort of on edge. Everybody is. So everyone sort of opened their senses up to receive as much as possible. Yeah, as you begin to walk down the stairs, you notice that the blade sticking out of the pack of Hank's pack, the hilt, glimmers with a magical sheen.
So specifically, like is this the long sword?
This is the longsword.
I do think that he'll raise that and just
Bless you.
I'm sure from what we've already discussed that people were aware something with these weapons was special, but that sword in particular looks to be glowing, maybe?
It is a not visible effect, more that you can perceive it magically.
I do still think that he'd probably phrase it that way, like he's trying to find a way to describe the fact that this thing is kind of giving off some sort of aura. So I do think, he'll glowing, just not for the eyes. And he kind of doubts his own statement as he.
You want to take it off my back and check it out, or?
What do you mean?
If you don't mind, sure.
Of course.
Kingsley.
He'll reach up and grab it.
You draw a blade. It's a well-crafted, though not fancy, it's a very functional weapon that has seen some use. It is a duelist's blade. Clearly somebody, definitely going to say the Elurian Empire loved a good duel as a way of settling bouts of honor. And this is definitely one. It's clearly seen some use. But a well-crafted, well-made sort of mastercraft work blade. But it's not one of these big filigreed handles and everything. It's got a solid pommel that you could use to bop somebody like it's an actual soldier's weapon. And I presume you hold it by the hilt.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I don't think there's another way that he'd really try for it. I do think he'll reach up and.
It does have a piece of leather around the part of the blade immediately above the hilt, so you can hand and a half sword it without injuring yourself. But yeah, and that piece of leather is still not mint condition, but it hasn't been degraded by time. And as you take hold of it, who would you be looking at?
I would say Hank, because I've literally just taken it off his back.
Hank, are you wandering around with a weapon in hand?
I always have my maul because the whole idea of the maul is that it
It's a
gives
warning
me,
one. Yeah.
it's a warning one, yeah. So it's always kind of at
Yep.
hand, or like I've got it strapped up so that I can just pull it out really quickly. So my hand's on it, but it's not like, yeah.
Kingsley, looking at Hank, you take the blade and then you look at Hank, make eye contact with him, and then Hank's maul flies towards you. Like, out of Hank's hands, and leaps across the space between you, directly at you. Not in an attack, in a sort of it flies past you and clatters to the ground. In a way that you could easily have caught it had you been expecting it.
Kingsley's gonna just kind of sorry, can I test something?
Yep.
And he'll just sort of stand and without turning, we'll just Kiki, could you hold your staff out for a moment? And if he hears sort of some sort of confirmation, he'll then turn to look at Kiki.
Yeah. Consciously, you use the disarming blades ability. You use an action to cause the weapon being currently held by your opponent, the target of the effect, to leap from its hands and to yours.
As this time, I think half expecting it, he manages to raise the other hand and sort of clumsily, but catch the staff midair, kind of shaking his hand a little because he's caught it off and it's like clacked into his wrist.
If you try to take my bow, I'll stab you.
That's why I asked Kiki.
You are now attuned to the disarming blade.
Right. Okay.
You could let somebody else attune to it instead if you want.
And I just lean forward and pick up my maul again.
Absolutely. Here, and we'll go to hold like Kiki's staff back, and then
That's handy. That's a neat trick.
That is
that is exceptionally
Hank,
handy.
do you have would you want to use this?
I mean, my weapon isn't really magical right now, so I'm happy to utilize it until such time that we don't need it anymore.
I think Kingsley kind of sorry. What was I going to say?
You go.
Okay. I think Kingsley kind of looks down because he doesn't keep his fancy sword on his waist most of the time because he can just conjure it into his hand.
That's right, yeah.
And so, like, I think does kind of look down at his waist, kind of flips the sword and holds it against his waist as if it was sheathed, and kind of goes like, okay, yeah. But for the moment, we'll then, I think, shift his grip to the leather on the top of the blade and hold it hilt first towards Hank.
Hank, it will take a short rest to attune to, but you can absolutely.
No worries. So it's a long sword of disarming.
Yeah. A disarming blade. I don't know if it's an official magic weapon. I found it on a Reddit thread. I don't even remember if it was a blade. I think it was a helmet, actually.
That's all right.
I find disarming blade as an old magic item.
Is it like a +1 magical longsword?
Yep. +1 magic longsword that, as an action, you can use to summon a weapon within 30 feet from the holder's hand to your own.
It's so funny.
Nice. That is cool. All right.
I think Kingsley actually, like, the more he thinks about it, the more he likes it, and the fact that it's utilitarian while it's not his normal style.
He's like I could do more useful with that because I don't attack people, but I can disarm people, and then you attack people.
That's useful, but I think also he's honestly more so. My thought was just like, because it's utilitarian, it's not going to clash with my outfit too much, so it would work.
There's also that.
And then we'll just. But I think in the moment we'll go.
For now,
no, but
let him keep
we are
it.
still in danger.
Yeah.
Hank's weapon has been rendered non-magical. Hank should hold this because even if you're not attuned to it. And
it's still a +1 longsword.
I'll kind of like hold it up. This wasn't magical moments ago, was it?
No.
It wasn't magic when Kiki picked it up about 8-9 hours ago.
And we found it in the same room as those things that were feeding on magic that took Larry. So if
You'll
it's
see
come
that
back,
you'll see that Hank starts to get teary-eyed.
if it comes back, get
Oh,
these ladders
man.
coming back.
I'll like reach out. Do I sense anything at all? Like any kind of like weakening of what's going on or nothing?
No. There is
Yeah.
in the core of you where you keep your brother a howling void.
Right. Well,
It is like that space behind
This is a-
the picture.
this is a good sign.
Mm,
I'm going to take it as a good sign. Let's keep
If-
an eye on the other things that we got as well and see if
Yeah.
it keeps happening.
If they start coming back online, I think we can take it as a sign that it's really gonna happen. We'll see
Absolutely.
him soon.
I'll just kind of
Well,
nod and turn around and keep descending the stairs.
Kiki, can you make me an insight check?
Sorry.
Jesus.
Just throwing my dice around.
Calm
Just
the
nearly
fuck
spat my Milo everywhere.
down. Don't spit, Milo.
18.
18. Kiki, you haven't heard from Marcus since the dream.
I'll fish the ring out of my pocket and be like, Marcus? Marcus?
It is silent.
Dead.
Oh dear. I suppose without anyone to render him unconscious, he'd be stuck there, right?
Oh no. Oh. Shit.
Well, unfortunate as it is, I don't think there's a lot we can do for him.
Oh god. I'm gonna feel bad about this for a while.
I don't understand what you're talking about, but
Oh, so the ring had like the consciousness of a guy called Marcus in it, and he was like, I'd really like to die because the endless like sentience is really getting to me. And I was like, I think I'll try and work that out. But he must have got dragged into the dream with us, and because he can't be rendered unconscious, he can't get out. So he's now trapped in the dream.
Can I borrow one of those axes?
I mean, I still don't understand it, but that sounds like sucks.
Yeah.
Magical mumbo jumbo.
I mean, maybe I can find someone to like dispel magic on it. Maybe that'll work.
I have an idea.
Milo, what is your idea?
Can I borrow one of those hand axes? And can I borrow Marcus?
I think I know where this is going.
I'm going to attempt to beat the shit out of this ring.
You do that. You are welcome to do that. Milo,
Does anything happen?
yeah, after the fourth hit, Marcus goes, "Ah! Oh, goodness! Oh, thank you. Oh, wow. That was terrifying." No, sorry, that's not his voice.
Work, guys.
Oh, my goodness! Oh, thank you so much. Oh, gosh. That dragon was terrifying, but it seemed like it didn't want to kill me. Or its smoke breath just wasn't. Turns out rings are immune to most damage.
I'm gonna put him in Kiki's pocket as deep down as he can go.
Yeah, I start like stuffing my ears with my mane as I keep walking.
Sorry, everyone. Sorry, that was
Deep in the pocket.
that was stressful.
Excellent.
And you keep walking down. That was fun. You walk down. Yeah. There it is. Can I please get a perception check? Hank first.
Hank first.
Yeah, because Hank's going first.
I want your marching order,
Of
but I'm
course.
presuming Hank and then I imagine probably Milo.
14.
14. Great. Milo.
Scully, you're not going to believe this.
14.
Also 14.
Kiki or Kingsley, who's going next?
I think Kingsley would probably be in the rear,
Okay.
generally.
Walking across the screen. Kiki,
17.
17. And Kingsley?
And Kingsley, perception.
Hope he rolls really high, so the first three of us walk past it, and Kingsley kind of goes,
That's
"Oh, yeah, that's what's going
Oh
to
yeah,
happen."
there we go. 21.
It
there we
is.
go.
It happens. Okay.
I'll say that was not at all what I was expecting, because on my screen it looked like my dice landed on a 10, which would have made it another 14.
Kingsley, Hank steps on. Oh no, wait, no. Hank and Milo completely managed to miss stepping on it, but Kiki steps on it, and Kiki is just ahead of you. There is a pressure plate on the floor that Kiki treads on, and you manage to catch yourself just as you tread, just before you tread on it as well. Hank, can I please get a? Oh, Hank, Milo, and Kiki, can I please get strength saving throws?
Oh, it's my
10.
worst roll.
10? Fantastic.
Fuck
Hank,
off.
22.
22.
22.
Hey,
I
okay.
have a +3, and I still got a 10.
So Hank,
22 brothers.
the good. Yeah. Kingsley doesn't tread on it, manages to avoid treading on it, but the stairs go from stairs to a ramp.
Yes.
And Hank immediately hands just shoot out and catch himself on both sides of the wall, and Hank, rather than Kiki manages to do something similar. I think Kiki just straight up strolls up the wall. Milo, on the other hand, becomes a
Josh.
little wrecking ball of
Yeah.
spikes.
Can I use my curl up action?
You do that and
I
slam
can hear the
into
rings getting beat out of Milo on the way down.
slam
Milo's fine.
into the back of Hank's legs and careen down the ramp.
Bing, 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 bing.
I think, I know you said I didn't step on it. I assume the whole stairway changed, though.
It goes from the point beyond the pressure point, so you don't need to
okay,
catch
yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
All right. I do think he sort of
I-
stops and will just as he looks, and he'll wait for others to move before I think he'll rather gingerly step on, and will just kind of put both of his wings out and kind of just try to use his glide ability to kind of just more or less control his descent.
Well, Hank's stopped himself and could probably inch his way down slowly. Kiki, as a
Yeah.
monk, really shouldn't be inconvenienced by this activity at all. Milo, on the other hand, barrels down
Ow, 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 ow.
easily 100 feet of staircase and slides down onto some rusty spikes at the bottom.
Oh God.
There is a wall of rusty spikes sort of aimed at to catch you in exactly this for a total of 8 piercing damage. Spikes on spikes.
Quadrupotry just gave me
I've added it to your screen.
Oh, excellent. Yes.
Thank you, Quad.
it's of no use to me right now. This hurts.
If Crispin's back, Quad, make sure he types ticket in chat.
I also, sorry, I am knocked prone because of my co-op thing.
That is
well.
true.
So-
I mean, yes, that would also have happened.
Milo's-
Milo, you find yourself in a distinctly natural-looking cavern at the bottom of a stairwell. There is a large natural stone columns that reach 60 feet up to the roof. A shaft in the ceiling lets in a small amount of light, and a small river runs through the middle of the cavern. You wouldn't say that this was the Underdark in anywhere near the same extent as the place Gordrum went into. You only went down maybe 150 feet. And this is nowhere, you can see the edges, or I don't know if you can, but Hank certainly could see the edges of this space. It runs, the river runs through the middle of the cavern, which you can just about make out because there are some torchlights glinting off the river about 200 feet away. The waters are rough and full of sharp stones. A simple wooden rope and board bridge is set up over the middle of the river, and beyond it you can make out a camp. A campfire, actually, rather, within the walls of a rudimentary-looking fort. Kingsley, shortly thereafter, and flutters down, preceded very casually by Kiki, and Hank sort of slowly working his way down. Does he butt scooch down?
I've got like cat claw.
Oh sure, yeah.
My climbing speed is the same as my walking speed,
This
so
deep
I'd like to
divots.
think that I kind of like I'll like drop onto the ramp and you'll just hear this like nails on a chalkboard just going as I just claw my way down the ramp slowly. Yeah.
Milo has not stood up. He's just laying flat on his back. He looks fine. He just looks a bit pissed
Sure.
and just over it, man.
Just
Fucking
You
wizard.
you all right, Milo?
I don't like it here. Was there someone over there? He points to the lit campfire.
Huh.
The cavern is
So there
massive,
is.
probably 800 feet across, dimly lit at best, but you can make out the edges. Though I'd need a perception check to determine detail about it from where you currently are. The shaft in the roof, you could make a survival check about.
I'd love to. I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Does this now count as one of my forest, coast, and swamp? So no, it wouldn't count, would it?
I don't know. Would you count any of those as underground?
Forest and coast, no. No, I wouldn't. So just
No.
normal survival. Just
Normal
a plus
survival.
6.
Kingsley,
14.
with a 25, however. Kingsley, that shaft is coming from the corpse room.
Yep. So this is where the ladder goes.
Yeah.
Ah.
Right. Well, we found a arguably more dangerous, but far more pleasant, at least to smell, way down.
I think I have tetanus.
Oh dear. I'm gonna reach down and give give Milo a little pat on the head.
Can I have one of those cleaning spells, please?
Absolutely.
Maybe
And there'll be a
cure
little
wounds.
flourish of green and
Yeah.
the sort of smell of fresh breeze for a second as
You
Press to
Febreze him.
digitate the
You up.
rust out of my wounds.
We'll just right.
Strolling over to the river. How wide is this river?
The river is 200 feet away, so it's not. It's more than a stroll over, but it's 40, 50 feet wide.
Okay, so it's quite wide.
It's not very deep,
Got it.
but like
And
as
it's
in you can
rough
see the
waters
bottom.
as well. Yeah,
It is rough and fast moving, but not very deep.
got it. Right.
You can see fish.
Yeah.
You can see the shimmer of fish within it.
Walk up to the bridge. Just give it a little shake. Like grab the rope and give it a shake.
Yep.
What's the structural integrity like?
Very good. You would say this is relatively recently constructed. As in within the last few years. Not within the last few days, but yeah.
Right. I'll take my bag off my back and the weapons off my back, just to kind of unload myself a little bit. Y'all just wait here. I'm gonna walk across first. I can swim pretty well.
Kingsley,
And-
with a sorry, you carry on, Mitch. I was interrupted.
No, go for it.
With a 25, Kingsley, you can also see off and to the left, across the bridge, across the river, you can see something of a forest. Not a forest exactly, but more like a grove, but of enormous mushrooms. And with a 25, cultivated, you would say. They're in relatively ordered rows, and mushrooms don't grow like that. They grow in circles.
I think Kingsley will just look towards everyone. Just keep your eyes open. Obviously, we don't know who this person is or what they want, if anything, but worth being on our toes. I can't
Agreed.
imagine someone who grows mushrooms I find it difficult to reconcile that with the image of someone prone to unprovoked violence, but still, we should be careful.
Aggro mushrooms.
Suddenly, maybe I'm a little more concerned.
Josh Miller would like to take a look at said mushrooms.
So about
Glad you like that, Mitch.
about 100 feet away. Hank crosses the bridge definitely first, and gets to the far side. You can see movement within the little fort. The fort is little more than a palisade. You would guess made of the stakes of it are made of giant mushroom stalks that have been sharpened. It's a ringed little palisade with tents set up inside, and a campfire. It's about 100 feet away from where you currently are. The mushroom farm would be 300 feet to the left.
I'll
that's about all you
stroll
can
back across. I'll stroll back across because obviously the bridge is in good nick.
It is.
And I'll pick my stuff back up and gesture my head and lead the group back across.
Yeah.
Once we get to the other side of the bridge, I might call out, see if someone's there. I don't want to spook them.
It's a good idea.
This is a weird place. I just feel the need to say that.
I mean, this whole fucking place is weird. There's a talking goose upstairs.
Duck.
Duck, goose,
No,
right?
duck! And Hank...
Milo gets down. Milo gets down. He's got one too many fireworks to the head from Kiki.
fair.
Hail! Anybody there?
You say it quite loudly, I presume?
Yeah, I'll just shout it out. I'm just not
there
shouting
is
because my son's asleep.
Yeah, fair enough. And from within the camp, you can hear, "Hello there." Ooh.
I like your mushroom collection.
Oh, thanks very much. You see, sticking in their head above the wall of the fort, a gerbine.
We're friendly.
That's what they all say.
We're just trying to
It's got it pointing.
find a way out of here.
Oh, then you're in the same boat as we are. Come.
Oh,
Hang on a sec. Wait where you are. I won't fire on you or nothing, but just hold on a moment. We'll have a chat, and then maybe you can come on in. And
were you also imprisoned by the Admiral?
No. Don't know any Admiral.
Uh-oh.
Right. All right. Well.
Sorry,
Right,
no.
I'll
I'm
speak
gonna
your
write
mind.
that back. I'm gonna walk that right back. It's like, oh wow, he's still up there. Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Still sitting on his coral throne like a dick.
Oh, he's got
I'll
a
have
coral
his
one now.
heart.
He used to be in a wooden chair. All right. All right then. Miro, this lot ain't any friends of the Admiral.
What was the first name? Sorry.
Miro was the name he
Yeah,
shouted
Mira.
out.
Okay, Mira. Yeah.
And a second Gerbine's face appears, a long braid snaking down from her hair. He's like, Hef, would you open the door for our lovely friends? And a chonky Tilia cracks open the gate. And standing behind him, her hand glowing, is an exotic-looking moon Ellyrin. That is for Hank's reference more than anybody else. There are two kinds. Hank would definitely qualify as a sun Ellyrin. Moon Ellyrins can purr. Is their primary big thing that they can do is they can purr and heal people with their purring. And yes, her hand is glowing softly, a light blue, and she looks at you. She has the appearance of a sphinx cat. An eyebrow is raised, but she's not like being aggressive. It's just sort of ready, but standing behind the Tilia.
Hey, good looking.
I think
That
Kingsley
didn't take
actually
you very
fully.
long.
I was gonna say Kingsley fully just does the kind of like look over in Hank's direction of just kind of like was not expecting that out of
Huh.
him.
Hank, make me an insight.
18.
Hey, all right.
Jeez.
There is a very quick quirk of the lip. Just a very, like, before she schools her expression back to neutral. And, just sort of does the upside, does the nod, but it's not a nod, it's the chin lift.
So
Yeah, it's the sup. Yeah, she doesn't say anything, but yeah, there is clear interest in her eyes as she gives you a full once-over.
How do you want us to approach?
Slowly.
What'll make y'all feel comfortable?
Just slowly, we'll put our weapons down, you put your weapons down, just be aware that there's some hostiles up that corridor up there. And, the chap who hasn't not yet introduced himself, but will do so now as Pell, the first Jabin, points at the corridor. From now that the gate is open, you can see it's a roughly potion bottle shaped fort that the narrow neck end leads to a corridor that passes into the cavern wall. It's clearly man-made, and this lot have clearly been defending. There is like barricades and stuff set up across the entrance to it. You would guess they have not been able to progress past it, but they're sort of either keeping something in there or defending from something in there. Is what you would infer. So if you get shot, I swear I will tell you if I'm about to shoot you.
Right. Well,
Appreciate that.
make our way in towards the camp, and then as we make it past the first kind of line of barricades, I'll take the weapons off my back and place my weapon down, so it's at least like close enough at hand.
Yeah.
I want to kind of position it at about 40 feet from wherever I end up, while talking, if that makes sense.
I mean, they're not expecting you to be any more than... they're not expecting you to drop your weapons, just lower them.
Oh, okay. Sure,
yeah.
okay, that's fine then, yeah.
Everyone's weapons in hand, but no one is pointing a blade at anybody, is sort of where they're at. Well, I suppose introductions should be in order. I'm Pell, this is my sister Miro, and they are clearly siblings to look at. Pair of Jabins. Pell is an archer to look at him. Miro has a crossbow, but you wouldn't guess from looking at her that it's her primary weapon. It's more just sort of a backup piece. And that there over there is the mighty Ep6. You might have heard of him.
Oh,
does that name ring a bell?
Milo, you would be the only person who has the slightest chance of having heard of Ep6.
okay. Yep. Never mind.
That's
Do you want me to roll
insane.
something for
That's
it,
great.
or?
History check.
Uh-oh. Fuck. 5.
Yeah. No, unfortunately not. The only thing you would get is it's definitely a Tilia name of the jungles. Though
No, but that's
he
a jungle name.
He's stockier than any Tilia tree warden you've encountered. He is like they're geckos and sort of the climby kind of lizards. This guy looks more like a Komodo dragon.
What kind of trees did you climb?
He's like,
Sorry, please continue.
didn't climb. Walk on the grounds. And of course, the glamorous and somewhat inexplicable Magia. And May does an exaggerated bow, with particular focus on Hank.
Yeah, I'll let out like that like deep kind of chesty, like growl, not like an aggressive growl, but kind of like a growl of appreciation.
Yeah, the sort of thing you make, the noise you make after you've had a nice meal, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah.
And together we are the Bright Fools of Stone Tree.
Is that what you call this place?
No. Milo, you've been to Stone Tree.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay.
It's in the Tangle Wilds.
Huh. That's near where I live.
It's a ways off. It's a few days. It's at least 2 weeks from Espinora, but I think Milo's relatively well traveled. But it's in the same neck of the woods.
Oh, he's extremely well traveled. Yeah. If it's in the neck of the woods, he's probably been there at some point.
Definitely.
So Milo will go. Oh, I've been there.
It's like it's lovely, isn't it? Yeah.
Really? So, how long has it been since you've been there?
Maybe we should introduce ourselves in kind first.
Oh, I forgot about that. And Milo. Hi.
Hello, Milo. Kiki.
Kingsley Giltcrest at your service.
Yes, give him your first and last name.
Yeah.
And then just looking only at Magia, I bow towards Magia. Hank, pride me.
Thank you.
She lets out a subtle purr, just sort of appreciation, mirroring you pretty much.
What was the Tillia's name again?
Hef.
Hef Bozaz.
Bodaz. Bodaz. The Daz. Bodazzled. But not.
Bejazzled.
Oh, I haven't heard that in so long. That was the worst thing I've ever seen.
So very strange.
Hell, Magia.
Got crystals around his
Miro.
reptilian opening.
Miro and Pell Clearwave.
Yeah, so it was Miro, Pell, Hef, Magia, and was there a fifth that I'm forgetting?
No, just the 4.
Cool.
Hard to pin down exactly what Magia would be, but some kind of magic user. Hef's obviously a tanky fighter. Pell and Miro, probably a ranger and rogue combo.
Woohoo!
If you had to stab them.
How about we go question for question?
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Question number 1. What kind of mushrooms are those?
Oh, well, there's loads of different kinds.
That is not question number 1.
It's mine.
Oh.
Okay, you get your one question.
There are several different kinds of mushrooms over there. We've been cultivating them for quite a while, actually. There's fiber rooms, powder caps, glow caps. Most of them are really good for building materials, actually. A couple of them are delicious. Then you got the normal, like, toadstools and that sort of thing. But, yeah, the interesting ones, the big ones that you can see over there, those are that ones.
The little ones are interesting, too. Don't ever doubt the little ones. Those are the ones that'll kill you.
Well, quite. That's why we've mainly cultivated the big ones.
Yeah.
Quite a striking forest.
A lot of fungus down in this neck of the woods. It's a perfect environment for it. So we've been down here a while, so we thought we'd. His accent's shifting. I was going West Country originally. He's now coming sort of South American.
Our cider festival. There you go.
Yeah. Or I don't want to go too hard on the Somerset though. I'll never get out of it. You'll note whether I haven't said anything in Magia's voice yet because it's very different.
Wait, so how long's a while?
At least a few days. We figure it's hard to keep track of exactly how long, what with being underground and so forth, but we guess at least a couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you end up down here?
Well, obliged to fight in an arena.
Question.
I was going to say, Kingsley lean over towards Hank and just, this is going great.
Well, he's like, he actually sort of catches himself and he's like, well, hang on. Question. How did you wind up bent here?
I rolled.
Yes.
That was what that shriek was then.
We
were all on our ways elsewhere in the world to recover some ruins from some beasts that had apparently been making a dwelling there. when our teleportation was intercepted. We were brought here, we managed to escape, and we've been working our way down through the wizard's workshops.
Interesting. Yeah. Not too dissimilar from us then. I suppose I'll answer your question next, and that'll be that. Yeah, pretty much matchy. We, I like this. I'm happy with this voice for him. We are, we not teleporting, we were sailing, traveling over, but, we got sort of swept up in a storm, and, it was a bit of a wreck situation. And our little, it's not a fancy vessel, but you know, it does us just fine. Sleeps 4 very comfortably, 2 nice cabins. And we, wake up in cells, and, very rude Vulpin gentleman tells us we're gonna fight in it. Oh, was he?
Yeah, we got the rude Vulpin too.
Yeah, right.
Hank saved his life.
Why?
I don't know, he let us out though.
It was the right thing to do.
We can agree to disagree.
The Bright Fools of Stone Tree share a glance among themselves at that. And Mejia actually begins to sort of circle Hank. All 4 of you really, but Hank. Like in a sort of a wide, she hasn't come right in and they're like, but she's 15 feet away from you maybe and doing a sort of assessment, a visual, hard to tell. She's quite impenetrable, but, Hank has to try first, I suppose, but, she's quite hard to read is where I'm going with that. He goes, well, that's very interesting. Then we broke out of the cells, and then, working our way through that workshop, like you were saying. Went into a room that smelled absolutely terrible. Full of... Yeah. Well, and that was, I think, we there was a bit of a fight, and then we, got down here. Made it out down here. We tried to carry on, and we've kind of gotten stuck here. There's some creatures up there that just they're vicious. Vicious little things, and we just can't get any further.
Can you describe these creatures?
Mejia says, goblins.
Is that a familiar term to any of us?
Nope.
I was going to say, Kingsley will just... Much
and why
as
do they gobble? She's dead serious.
I actually think Kingsley, who was about to drop some sort of joke in retrospect, will actually interrupt himself with a giggle at Milo's answer.
I even let out a little.
Could you possibly describe these goblins?
It is our turn for questions. Yes?
Yes.
Mm.
Sorry.
That was your question. Now describe the goblins.
That seems like a cheat.
Kiki's beak contorts slightly, trying not to laugh.
She hisses as you... That is a cheat.
You're right, I'm sorry, that's unfair. You go.
My question then. I'll only ask a little one. What can you bench press, Hank?
Milo. And all of us.
Kingsley's expression just goes surprised again. He's looking at Hank as he's just like, damn, all right. Yeah.
It's like, damn, son. Don't forget to like and subscribe, you wee scallywags! Avast for now!
Whee!